I welcome you to our exhibition opening tonight of A Joyful Noise, a celebration of New Orleans music by Michael P. Smith. My name is Sabine Pabletta. I am program manager here at the Carl-Schurz-Haus, and I am very happy to present this truly vintage exhibit. All the images are from the late 80s, early 90s, and they were provided by the U.S. Embassy in Berlin, and I would like to thank them also for this opportunity to show these unique photographs. As you will see when you explore this exhibit tonight, New Orleanians care deeply about family, about faith, food, traditions, and perhaps most of all, about making a joyful noise. They take their brassy expression of bliss to the streets in celebration of life, of death. You will see a lot of jazz funerals in this exhibit, which are very specific for New Orleans also, and everything in between. There may be more brass bands in New Orleans today than ever before, with most infusing what was once exclusively parade music with contemporary R&B and also hip-hop. When New Orleans native Michael P. Smith started his photo project in the late 1960s, he initially was interested in traditional brass bands as well as second line parades, sponsored by black clubs and charities. Over time, his interest expanded to include other expressions of popular culture that combine traditional music with the authentic cultural environment. Over 2 decades, so from the late 1960s through the 1980s, Smith gained access to the African American community's churches, clubs, funerals, and street parties. It's clear that Smith, notably a white photographer, has created a unique role for himself among Black New Orleanians. He has returned again and again to document their activities, always giving copies of his pictures to his subjects. And many of his subjects are true musical legends, especially in New Orleans, and you might have heard of some, such as Professor Longhair. He also marched with a lot of big brass bands, such as Olympia Brass Band or Rebirth Brass Band. He also attended funerals of influential musicians, such as George Lewis. And tonight we have the great pleasure to enjoy some live brass music. And therefore I would like to welcome Jürgen Wielander and the Funky Marching Band from the Jazz and Rock Schulen here in Freiburg, who are inspired by the brass and funeral bands from New Orleans and who will musically transport us to the Big Easy.
We're going to take you on a little journey on 3 tunes through the time. We start with a sort of a type of funeral march, you could say. It's a slow blues, Creole called Love from Duke Ellington. We go further on to a more Dixie-like style, old New Orleans groove piece called Same Old Story. called Funky Latino and also has Latino American elements in this music. So have fun on this journey.